Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan George First. I just woke up from my nap. It is October 9th, 2022. So my dad is at work. He should be home soon. And like I said, tomorrow is Monday, which means that Alicia, my first girlfriend, she'll work tomorrow. Um, and like I said, Brooke Dirks on Ryan George for a rip-off report than hers. And then Tanya is dead, and then Nadia denied my request. And then Sabrina is on YouTube as the Laura Shell Apartment. And then, like I said, for a while I was living in Denton with my friend Eden. But she thought I was immature, but I talked to my other friend named Casey. And like I said, I have a black friend named Jamal. And another friend named Davon who's black. The disability office qualified my disability in 4 weeks. And my Sim4 username is Ryan Aliendo. Before my girlfriend with blonde hair that I was with, named Alexis, and my other girlfriend with black hair, I went like 3 or 4 years. I went like 3 years without sex. And see, I used to hang out with my friend Brandon, and his friend Wesley. And see, I wasn't having sex. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 20 or 21. Um, and like I said, only on one day I did things with a boy. Wesley told me he would hook me up with girls. It's just my dad never bought me a car. And wouldn't let Wesley come over. He only let Billy Wesley Faust come over for some reason. And then, like I said, in Bel Air, I went to an elevator, with a boy named Kelly. I did things with him when I was 21 in an elevator. And like I said, only on one day when I was young, I did things with a boy named Brian. But when I was in my alternative school, I did have a girlfriend named Alicia that I just fingered and she didn't give me, like, oral sex. And then my second girlfriend was named Brooke Dirks on Ryan George for a Rip-Off Report, whose YouTube is Brooke Dirks, and then Tanya died, 4 or 5 years ago, and then Nadia denied my request. And then I had a fifth girlfriend named Sabrina LaRochelle. And Billy Wesley Fouts, was my boyfriend from the time, until I was, 17, until I was 20. And then, like I said, after he broke up is when I did things with Kelly J. Caldwell on one day. And like I said, after he broke up, I took showers all the time. And when I was like 19, or when I turned 20, or 21, is when my dad got with his girlfriend Margie. And then they would call her Gigi, and then I learned her sister was named Jeanette. And like I said, when I was like 18, when I turned 18, Billy Wesley Fouts showed me a movie, where these two old ladies, it was a porno movie, would call themselves Gigi and Jeanette in it. And like I said, my dad's girlfriend calls herself Gigi and her sister is named Jeanette. I like to try and watch football. Sometimes I went to football games. And like I said, I had a girlfriend with black hair. Sometime about 9 months ago. Um, I've had sex with girls while they were in relationships with other guys. But I've also been cheated on too. Um, and I cheated on Billy when he was my boyfriend, which makes me sad. I shouldn't have done that. And like I said, Jared, who is his Clone People Coincidence person, sent me a nasty message. Um, I don't know why. Not that I really care, because I don't care about Jared. And like I said, I might try and make a Facebook. The Levi Carver Trains website added me on Facebook, wanting rare Jeffree Star or related information out of me. And he was like, he can have Billy put in jail and he can't do anything. Because he's just an old transvestite on the internet. And like I said, Billy Wesley Fouts, would prank call stores, or places that Jeffree Star was known to go, which caused him trouble. So Jeffree Star, made Jeffree Star call Sherloid, to try and save, like, his YouTube career. See, with me, they pay me $800 a month anyway. And I have bad luck. I always go to stores and it never swipes my card and things like that. And I had delusions that I was cursed by witchcraft and things like that anyway. And I was like, at any point I can appear on Ryan George Favorite Ball Report. And I was like, I have all the answers as to what happened to Sherloid. Um, and like I said, I had a friend named John Powell, and then the John Hawk guy raped a girl on Stickam. And like I said, when I woke up, I remember that there's the Rob Meyer boy, that lives up the street from me in Bel Air, used to live up the street from me. That makes me think about how Billy would call himself Billy Myers when his real name is Fouts. And like I said, I watched related videos. And because, Billy Wesley Fouts was my boyfriend from the time until I was 17 until I was 20, I can do voices. My name is Eva. My name is Keisha. Shut your ass up, hon. I'm a big old fat black woman, hon. I got big old black boobs. My name is Miss Jewel. Things like that, so I can do voices. My name is Julie. My name is Keisha. My name is Lexi. I'm a big old fat whore. There's voices I practiced. And like I said, I don't claim to be an expert with makeup. But I bought this Revlon Color Stay. And like I said, I had friends that bought Jeffree Star things. And when my friends would talk about Jeffree Star, I would tell them that I had a boyfriend that knew him personally, and things like that. It's just I never attempted to ask Jeffree Star to contact me. And like I said, I tried to join Jeffree Star groups and they would never let me in. So I don't really care about Jeffree very much. I like his music, but I'm not interested in like his makeup or really him as a person. I like to watch Chris Crocker. And I follow Chris Crocker on Instagram. And like I said, I used to watch things like Numa Numa, and Yumi Nikki. I mean, not Yumi Nikki, Nicole 337, and things like that. But they didn't say I had paranoid schizophrenia, until I turned like 20 or 21. And then, like I said, I choose not to have talked to this other boy that I hung out with. And sometime when I was young, I was in Cub Scouts. And then when I was like 27, I tried to join martial arts. And it was called Enshinkai Martial Arts. And then when I was 22 or 23, I worked at ShopRite, bagging for customers, and I did cashier work. But I'm on disability now, so I just stay at home and get my disability paychecks. But I just got an application, so I might try and work at an alcohol store. But if they don't, they just renewed my disability for the third or fourth time. And they always give me $800 a month. And I pay about 300 to my dad for rent, which means I have 500 left over. For drinks or cigarettes. And like I said, for those who study psychotic disorders, or schizoaffective or schizophrenia, these 23 people are always real. On my Ryan Fair Facebook, and 33 of them that don't like me, like Jared doesn't like me, I don't think. And like I said, I don't think I'm friends with Margie Robichaux on Facebook, who calls herself Gigi with a sister named Jeanette. And I deal with tactile hallucinations. Um, and I've been hearing voices ever since I was like 20. And there are times where I drive around and I get lost in my car or things like that. And one time I drove and officers pulled guns out on me. And like I said, my first girlfriend Alicia cheated on me when I was 14. And my cousin died from heroin. And the only girlfriend of mine I ever talked to is Sabrina. Little Rochelle that is on YouTube is the Little Rochelle crew. And really, I was just like, well, officers did pull guns out on me one time. And people knew I was Ryan George Fair at 902 Ediscus Lane. And like I said, an artist that I like to listen to now is called Damon Winning, who is a person that I like to watch. Even though Billy Wesley Fouth was my boyfriend, I never felt like trapped or stuck with him. It was a very good relationship. After he left, I can appear on Rip Off Report at any point. Um, I knew Dr. Phil would never let me be on his show. But see, they did say I had paranoid schizophrenia. And they said that I had OCD when I was young, Tourette syndrome when I was 7 or 8, bipolar when I was 8 or 9, schizophrenia when I was 20 or 21, autism when I was like 8 or 9, and things like that. And I had a hard time telling if these people were real. They're real even though I have paranoid schizophrenia, though I don't know. They either look like other people, or they look the same, but they're not related. And doctors or psychologists can meet and interact with them, even though I'm a paranoid schizophrenic person. And like I said, in further school, my first best friend was a boy named Victor. And then when I turned 21 is when I met James Colvin, who was my first threesome. But he lied about being in some kind of music video. And like I said, he told me he had sex with like 3 teachers in our school. And people told me that they think that he lies. I don't know. And then like I said, Jeff Ronald McGaney or Storms Mick would hold knives to my neck when I was 26 or 27. Well, when I was 26 until I was 28, he did. And I'm 30 now. And it's going to be Halloween, on the 30th or 31st. But I care about getting my money on the 3rd. And like I said, I don't smoke marijuana anymore. And like I said, the Shirley chat room, was full of drama. And then my old school life was full of drama. And like I said, I'm still learning music. Music that I like to listen to is music by Damon Winning. I like to listen to mostly video game music. And like I said, it was nothing but drama for school. And then when I went to Arrow, I would kick desks over, and misbehave there. But I've grown up and matured, a lot since 2020 or 2019. The only reason why I misbehaved, at first was because I wanted them to send me back to Furbush School, but they didn't. Because I wanted to see Victor and things like that. But Jamal, my black friend, talks to Victor. And like I said, sometime when I was like 18 or 19 or 20 is when they diagnosed me, with stomach problems. So I take a stomach pill. And like I said, the meaning behind Chirolade is that Billy, on top of having scoliosis, and other mental health issues, um, would take Rolaids because he had stomach problems like me. But like I said, I've known people, like James's mom, for example, that I think is former military, and she tried to apply for disability and they didn't qualify hers. But they qualified mine in 3 weeks. And even if I'm not in a psychosis, These 23 people are always real on my Ryan Fair Facebook. And 33 of them that don't like me all the time. Sometimes I just try to have conversations with them and they block me or leave me unseen or things like that. And like I said, my first girlfriend, Alicia, doesn't open my messages anymore. And I have a friend, whose name is Brian, who calls himself Hideous BS. And like I said, the disability office qualified my disability in 4 weeks. And I have one self-harm scar. Let me see if I can find that. And this is going to be the only channel that I upload on. I don't think I'm going to upload on my Ryan George Fair channel for a while. So I got this pink wig. And like I said, Brian, who owns a hoarder house, uses Facebook. I chatted with him sometime about 4 or 5 months ago. Alicia, my first girlfriend, doesn't open my messages, and my first kiss named Emma, is not on Facebook or Instagram. But Alicia has an Instagram, and I'll link it. And then Brooke Dirks has a YouTube, which is Brooke Dirks. And then Tanya died 4 or 5 years ago, and Nadia denied my request. And then Sabrina is on YouTube as the La Rochelle Crew. And then, like I said, Billy Wesley Fouts' YouTube is the Charolais Zone and Charolais Live. And then, like I said, after we broke up, only on one day in an elevator in Bel Air, I did things with a boy named Kelly. And it's not to say I wouldn't have another boyfriend, or I wouldn't get back with Billy Wesley Fouts if I could, or I wouldn't do things with Brian, or Kelly J. Caldwell again if I could. Because, like I said, sometime about 10 months ago, I did things with a boy named Nick. But, this house, I would hang out with other people, like this boy named Ryan, and Alex and Courtney, would always steal from Ryan. Steal his vape juices and things like that. And like I said, I had a friend named Wesley. And Wesley would say that he would hook me up with girls, but Wesley, never drove out to my dad's house to hook me up with a girlfriend. I think he's getting married now. And then not long ago, Brandon, this one boy, had a girlfriend. And like I said, I fought a boy named Mark who was friends with my friend Brian sometime when I was young. And I fought this other boy named Caleb. And I didn't know if this boy named Ryan, had movies of me having sex with females. Because, see, once a year I'm in a relationship with a girlfriend or two. And porno movies of me with females can appear on Ryan George for Revolve Report and Zip Files. Or things like that. It wasn't really about my relationship with Billy Wesley Fouts or the fact that I did things with Kelly or Brian. Or, that I had these 5 girlfriends and did things with a boy. It's the fact that movies, or messages can always be put about me on Ryan George for Revolve Report. When I have schizophrenia, and I've been in like 4 or 5 psychoses in my lifetime. And like I said, I feel like I have a stream of bad luck. Because like I said, I go to the store and it doesn't always swipe my card. Or things like that. And I have to go to the bank and get a new card with my dad's help and things like that, I thought I had lipstick, but I don't. I just have. See, I just have this pink wig that I bought from Party City. I have this. And I have this makeup. Um, and then I have, this do-rag here. This hat that I'm gonna put on. Actually, no, I'm just gonna wear the wig. And like I said, when Billy was my boyfriend after he left, he kept all the Chevrolet clothes here. Like the, brown and curly wig and the child chase dress and the Miss P wig and all the other Chevrolet clothes were here. They were all here. And like I said, after he left, I did things with Jasmine, who is the real life Jasmine and Brandy. People coincidence girl. Or her sister's name Alexis, but they nicknamed her Brandy. And then, like I said, Jared makes me think of Billy Wesley Fouts when he's real. And then, like I said, there is a girl that was black at Arrow named Latasia, and there was a video that Billy Wesley Fouts made called "This is Latasia's Computer." There was a manager I had named Latasia, and there's a girl with black hair named Latasia. At my alternative school, Arrow, and then like I said, I don't smoke marijuana anymore. And like I said, I was getting high, when I was 21 until I was like 20, or 22 or 23 until I was 28. Sometimes, but I don't smoke marijuana anymore, I just drink. And like I said, I'm afraid of weapons. But for a long time, I would go over to Jeff's house and he would hold knives to my neck. And then, like I said, these 23 people, are always real for some reason. I don't know why. And 33 of them that don't like me. Alright, this is going on 29 minutes. Like I said, I just woke up from my nap. And I'm vaping, and it's October 9th, 2022, and my camera says, 4/23/17. Much love and peace to everybody from Ryan Fair. Or Boy Vinyl is my drag queen name. This is going to be the only channel I upload on for a while. If you play Sims, my Sims 4 is Ryan Aliendo, where I plan to make new Sims on there. I'm going to try and download new mod animations and maybe do a Sims 4 Let's Play. Much love and peace.